welcome to our webinar today. My name is Olga Miglinska. I am a chair of Brahma Trust. We are a charity based in Solihull, helping refugees, asylum seekers, and newly arrived communities, including Hong Kong BNO community in our region, in our area. I'm running the webinar today alongside my colleague and Brahma trustee, Natalia. So she's here to help with presentation and launching relevant videos. Thank you, Natalia. And our webinar today will focus specifically on SELT, Secure English Language Tests. One of the things that our charity does in Solihull, we run a language school, English language school for migrants. And it became really popular. And over the past 3 years, we've been closely working with a range of students. Our biggest cohort, our biggest group of students are Hong Kongers. So we got to know them really well throughout the years. And we really enjoy working with Hong Kongers. Alongside Hong Kongers, we have other nationalities in the classroom. We have Ukrainians. In fact, some of our teachers are qualified English teachers from Ukraine, so they're teaching in the classroom. We have people from Brazil, we have people from Egypt, other nationalities. So it's really multicultural group. But again, our biggest cohort are Hong Kongers. So today we're talking about SELT, because this is where a lot of people who are looking to settle in the UK, such as Hong Kong BNOs, they're looking into this test, starting to gather information about what is a secure English language test, how to prepare for it, and how to pass it with confidence. So this is what today's seminar is about, webinar rather. So we will be recording this webinar. So just a little bit of housekeeping. So the webinar will be recorded. So we will go through our presentation first. And if you have any questions, please pop them into the comments section, and we will have a little question and answer session at the end of the webinar. Yeah, is this okay with everyone? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I think we're ready to start now. So secure English, so we can start recording. Fiona, you probably have started already, but if not, we can start recording from now. So secure English language tests are the tests approved for application to UKVI. UKVI is UK Visas and Immigration. They are specific tests that applicants need to apply to live or study in the UK. So, for example, for a family visa, work visa, study visa, or to be able to live in the UK long term, such as applying for indefinite leave to remain or British citizenship. So this is a requirement. Yeah, so this is a compulsory requirement to be able to apply for ILR or British citizenship. To be able to take your SELT test, you will need to book the test through one of the approved providers. And this is just an important note, and I'm sure you're aware that recently the UK government published a white paper where they proposed some changes to immigration to the UK. In our context, in terms of English language proficiency, it has been proposed that English level should be increased to English level B2. This is a proposal at the stage, but it's being discussed at the moment. If confirmed, the changes may take effect from 2026 following a public consultation. It's very important, and I think government was very clear about saying that they will consult various groups. They will consult Hong Kong BNO community. They will engage them in public consultation. So at the moment, where we stand today, current rules apply, and current rules in terms of English language proficiency is B1 English and Life in the UK test. Yeah. So they remain in place as of today, unless and until, oh, hold on, Natalia, can we go back?
Sorry.
Unless and until any changes are formally introduced. So it is important to monitor any official updates, but at the moment, current rules apply. Okay, so it is possible that BNOs, visa holders who are already in the UK will be offered transitional arrangements, or the current arrangements will remain in place. So at the moment, what we do, we recommend to our learners in our school early preparation for B1 test. Yeah, so the sooner you start preparing, the better, you know, in a better position you will be to apply for a visa. But of course, it's important to monitor the situation, especially for those BNOs who arrived in the UK about 5 years ago and are preparing to take their test and apply for indefinite leave to remain in 2026, 2027. Yep, next slide, Natalia, please. Okay, it's important to note that if you're in the UK, you can only take SELT with one of the approved providers. So there's 4 at the moment, and they're Trinity College London, Pearson, Language Set, and IELTS SELT Consortium. So you actually need to pick one of them. And in Solihull, we teamed up, we partnered with Trinity College London for SELT exams. So this presentation will look in more detail on specifically for the Trinity College SELT, why we picked this particular provider. Next slide, Natalia. They are a very reputable exam board who have been delivering assessments for nearly 150 years across the globe. So they deliver assessments in over 60 countries worldwide, with over 850,000 candidates. The Trinity qualifications recognized by government, industry bodies and universities, and they also allow for learners to make progress. So learners are able to progress from one stage to another, so improve step by step by step. Also, it is by far the most popular SELT in the UK. So they hold the largest market share in the UK in terms of SELT. Their format is very straightforward, and in terms of availability and ease of booking and taking the exam, they're one of the best in our opinion. Next slide. This is a short video that tells you a little bit more about SELT and why Trinity is a good choice. If we can open the video, yes. Natalia, please. Okay.
It's going to be video right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
We can see it, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the sound.
You don't have a sound?
Nope.
Oh, it's weird. Just give me a sec. Okay, let's try again. Here.
I do not have the sound. I do not get the sound. How about the others? Can you hear the sound?
No. Usually when you share on Teams, before you select whichever window, so a video or a PowerPoint, you have to click on the include sound, otherwise, yeah, it doesn't it doesn't share the sound with anybody.
Oh, thank you, Harry, for clarifying this. Yeah.
It should be when you click on share right at the top, it says include sound. I don't know if you can see that.
It includes sound, so
Okay.
let's try again. Okay.
Okay, brilliant. Fingers crossed.
Let's try again. So,
Want to live, work, or
Yeah.
study in the UK as
Yeah.
part of your visa application?
is it
You
work?
may need to take a
Yes.
secure language test, also known as a SELT. To be able to take your SELT, you'll need to book it with a provider that has been approved by UK Visa and Immigrations, UKVI, such as Trinity College London. So, what SELT do you need to take? The type of test you'll need to take depends on the UK visa you're applying for. If you are applying as a partner, parent, sportsperson, a representative of an overseas business, are looking to settle through indefinite leave to remain or gain UK citizenship, you may need to take a test to demonstrate your ability to speak and listen in English, like a Trinity Jessie SELT exam. If you are applying as a student, skilled worker, scale-up worker, minister of religion, or you want to start a business in the UK, you may need to take a test to demonstrate your ability to speak and listen, write and read English, such as a Trinity ISE SELT exam. When you choose Trinity College London, you receive excellent support at every stage from our experienced and friendly staff. At Trinity College London, you can take your exam any day of the week at one of over 20 centres across the UK, on a day and at a time that works for you. Ready to start a new life in the UK? Trinity College London is here to help. To book your SELT exam, just go to trinitycollege.com.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to share with you my presentation.
Thank you, Natalia.
Okay, where is this? Oh gosh. Yeah, it's here. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Not yet, it's probably loading.
It's always like this because internet connection sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work properly. Can you see it now?
No.
No. Okay, I'll try again. What about?
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Natalia. Okay, so let's look at the exam format. So what it entails. Well, first of all, B1 English test assesses two skills, speaking and listening. Yeah, so this is important. So speaking and listening. The exam itself is only 10 minutes long and is conducted by a Trinity examiner. It's a one-to-one test. The exam consists of two assessed phases. Phase 1 is a discussion of a topic prepared by the candidate in advance. This discussion takes around 5 minutes. And second phase is conversation on two subject areas chosen by the examiner from a list of topics. And again, this phase takes 5 minutes. So there's only 10 minutes, but during this time, an examiner will be able to assess your skills, listening and speaking, your communicative skills. So as you can see in the table on the slide, communicative skills in the topic phase You should be able to understand the examiner by responding to their questions, give information about the prepared topics, and importantly, 5 discussion points on the topic form, which we will look in more detail later. You should be able to answer questions on your prepared topic and participate in an informal discussion of the topic with the examiner, respond for requests for clarification and give reasons for making particular statements. Ask the examiner at least one question about the topic area, and take an opportunity to show your language skills, to demonstrate that you know the language functions, you know the grammar, you know the vocabulary that are appropriate for B1 level and for a topic. In the conversation phase, exactly the same. You need to be able to demonstrate that you understand the examiner by responding to the questions, respond for their request for clarifications and give reasons for making particular statements, and ask examiner at least one question about the subject area. So it is important to understand that this test is interactive. So it has very conversational format. So examiner will be asking some questions, and the conversation should be natural, should flow naturally. Ideally, there will be no pauses in the conversation, because if you pause, the examiner will quickly move on to another question. So it's important to keep the conversation going, but we can look at this in more detail later. Natalia, next slide, please. So this is what expected from learners at B1 level. So this slide shows you what language functions you need to know coming into this exam. What grammar you need to know, what lexis or vocabulary you need to know, and phonology or pronunciation. So if we look at the first subsection, language functions, so the candidates should be able to talk about the future, informing and predicting. They need to be able to express preferences, talk about events in the indefinite and recent past, given reasons, state the duration of events, and quantify. What does it mean in terms of grammar? So people need to know and demonstrate the use of present perfect tense, including use of words such as since, ever, never, just, connecting clauses using because, referencing to the future using will, using adjectives of quantity such as a lot of, not very much, many, and expressions of preferences. For example, I prefer, I'd rather. In terms of vocabulary, you need to show that you know words specific to your chosen topic area, vocabulary specific to the subject areas, and expressions relating to the past and future time. For example, 2 days ago or in the future. Phrases or expressions relating to the language functions listed above. And in terms of phonology, to have clear pronunciation, correct and clear pronunciation of vocabulary on the specific topic or subject areas. And importantly, so the candidates are advised to avoid recitation. What is recitation? Is when you learn something by heart and you just give the examiner the test that you've learned and memorized. The examiner will stop you if you're doing this, and they will try to break up the pattern where people start reciting what they've learned, because what the examiners are looking for is your ability to communicate freely with them, understand questions, respond to questions. So it's important that that just memorizing a text is not good enough for this exam, is not good at all for this exam. Okay, next slide, Natalia. Yeah, let's look more closely at 2 parts of the exam. Topic task And this is where test takers prepare any topic of their choice in advance for discussion with the examiner. You are in full control. You choose the topic that is of interest to you. So I think it's quite important that topic phase can be prepared by candidates in advance. It gives them a really good ability to demonstrate their skills. And second part of the exam is conversation. And the examiner selects a topic. They will actually select 2 topics from the list of relevant topics, and they will initiate a conversation with you. Okay, next slide. Why topic phase is needed? It gives candidates opportunity to demonstrate what they can do in English. Also, talk about a topic of personal interest that you feel confident about, you feel passionate about. So it's important to choose the topic, the right topic for your presentation. It gives you freedom to choose any topic, but there are some recommendations on topics below that we will look into. So you choose a topic, it gives you full control of how you direct the conversation with the examiner. You can also demonstrate communicative skills and language and functions of the language that we discussed in the previous slide, and talk about your subject area at length. 5 minutes may not seem long enough, but it gives the examiner enough time to drill and ask for further details on your topic, ask questions about your topic. Next slide, Natalia. Choosing topic is very, very important. And this is where you would need a little bit of guidance and practice in terms of how to choose the topic correctly, so it presents you in the best possible light in terms of demonstrating your abilities, language abilities. Again, the topic should be interesting to the candidate, something they know about. Enables you to show off your skills. It should be highly personalized. It means that you're talking about your personal experience. You're not talking about an abstract topic or concept in general, because usually this is not a good choice, but something that you personally experienced is a good choice. So it needs to be driven by you, talking about you. In terms of selecting of the topic, topics may not be exactly the same as topics in the conversation area, but they can be in the same area. So they should not be general, they should be personal. I think this is the main message. Okay, next slide, Natalia. Some good types of topics for grade 5 for you to choose. For example, if you like travel, you can talk about a memorable holiday or a trip, where, when you went, what happened, and why it was special. You can talk about your favorite hobby or sport. You can talk about your country or your hometown, focusing on culture, traditions, differences with the UK. You can talk about a person you admire. It could be a family member, a historical figure, or a celebrity. You can talk about music, films, or books you enjoy. Plans for your future, things like career, studies, or travel. An important event in your life, such as birthday, special occasion, wedding, graduation, etc. Technology in your life, food or cooking, animals or pets. These are just some ideas, but you can choose whatever topic is close to you. One of our teachers on our course, she actually went ahead and took the SELT exam herself. And the topic that she'd chosen to talk about was about her childhood experiences and how her childhood experiences different from her daughter's childhood experiences. And it was an interesting topic for a discussion, but it needs to be very, very personal to you. These are just some ideas. If you choose to talk about your family, for example, you need to make the topic interesting. So because just talking about your family is not advanced enough for B1 level. Yeah, so if you just want to talk about composition of your family, it's a good topic. Usually family is a good topic, but it needs to be, make it interesting, make it around, you know, some memorable event or you know, things that you enjoy doing with your family, rather than just talking about your family, because talking about your family will not be good enough for this grade. You will not be able to showcase all your skills. Okay, Natalia, next slide. This is a sample topic form that you can see. Every candidate fills in this form and brings this form to the exam. They give this form to the examiner, so the examiner can initiate the conversation with you around your chosen topic. This particular form, as you can see, so the topic that candidate selected is my career. Yeah, and then there are 5 bubbles that the candidate filled in. We call them topic points. So you will choose, in preparation for the test, you will choose 5 points that you will talk about during your examination. This candidate, so the points that he or she selected, let me just put on my glasses. What I've achieved in my career so far, why my current job is preferable to my last job, why I decided on this career, what I plan to do in the future, and what I was doing before I started working in the job. As you can see, all these 5 points give the candidates to demonstrate their language skills. So they will be talking about indefinite and recent past. So they will be using present perfect tense and past simple tense. They're talking about future plans, give them ability to demonstrate that they can use, in terms of grammar, future tense, expressing preferences and opinions. So this is an example, again, of a well-selected topic and well-defined topic points that a candidate can prepare in advance to the exam. So next slide, please, Natalia. After you discussed the conversation, sorry, your chosen topic with the examiner will move on to the conversation phase. They would say something, thank you, Eric. That was an interesting topic to discuss. Now let's talk about something different. And the examiner will move into the second phase of your test, which is called conversation phase. At the top, you can see 6 topics that you need to prepare in advance. They are festivals, means of transport, special occasions, for example, birthday celebrations, entertainment, such as cinema, television, or clubs, music, and recent personal experiences. So what happens in the conversation phase? The examiner will pick 2 topics from this list, and they will talk to you. They will ask questions about the topic. So that they can choose to talk about festivals, or they can choose about means of transport and ask you questions. For example, tell me about important national festivals in Hong Kong. Or they can tell you, they can ask you questions about transport. Have you ever traveled by plane? So they will be asking and prompting this discussion with you in this phase, and again assessing how well you understand them and how well you respond to the questions and give reasons. So the examples of the questions that they may ask during this phase would be, for example, have you ever visited Japan? If it's about travel. How long did you And then it could be any question. Have you ever been to a live concert? So this will be the type of questions examiner will be asking you. And important thing to remember that examiner will be asking questions, but you also need to ask at least one question that you will be asked to the examiner will tell you, do you want to ask me a question? So, and then you will have to ask a question. So it's not just you giving answers, but they're also testing your ability to ask questions and understand the examiner's answer. Okay, so this is the second phase. And then again, we get asked quite a lot how to prepare for GC grade 5 exam. And I think it is individual approach that matters, because learners, all learners and all candidates for this test will be different. And some of them will be more confident than others in their listening and speaking in particular. If a candidate is already at B+ level and is confident, for example, they studied, worked in English, they have strong speaking and listening skills, absolutely they can self-prepare for the exam. And we would recommend them, of course, looking into the exam structure, to understand it well, and practice. So it is possible to self-prepare for a confident candidate. There's plenty of information that is available for candidates on Trinity website. So you can go on Trinity website, you can visit the website, and you can see, there are quite a lot of resources available to you. You can also buy self-study books, for example, such as a student book. It has audio with it as well, and it will help you to develop your skills for both topic phase and conversation skills and conversation phase. You can buy self-study book. The self-study book trains you in grammar that examiners will be looking for, and vocabulary. So, and a very good resource is an app. We highly recommend buying Trinity GC app. I think it is £15, and you can buy it by calling their customer team. So you can get an app on your phone, so you can practice various skills. There are also a lot of videos available on YouTube of the actual exams, and I think that they're very interesting. Would be very interesting for you to see, just to get an idea of how the actual exam is run, what type of questions examiner asks, and importantly, at the end of the video, they sum up the areas where candidate demonstrated strong skills and where candidate was lacking in some skills. But just go to YouTube and type Trinity GC grade 5 exam, and you'll get a range of videos. I will also be quite happy to send you some links to videos and other preparation strategies, videos advising preparation strategies, that they're very useful. To top up your skills, we also recommend lower intermediate course, such as BBC Learning English course, which can be found through this link. I think it gives good preparation of listening and speaking skills for the test. And importantly, do timed practice, record yourself, simulate topic and conversation phases. Next slide. Now, if a learner is not at B1 level yet, and they need to improve their general English skills, and what we found with our cohorts, and we have around 100 students, Hong Kong students at the moment in our cohort. This is the majority of our students. So they're not quite at B1 level. They're transitioning probably from early A2 or upper A2 to B1, but they still need to practice more skills. And at the moment, we provide these courses for free to our community, just to develop their skills better, to get them up to B1 level. We do recommend joining a course, and of course we're based in Solihull, but I'm sure that for learners who are based in Warwickshire, that there are a lot of English language providers that you can join to improve your skills. But I would highly recommend joining a structured course that develops your skills up to B1 level, because you do need B1 level to pass SELT test successfully. What we currently do, we help our learners to. Oh, sorry, Natalia.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah, a little early. Yes. So what we plan to do in Solihull, we plan to start preparing our learners for SELT test, to raise them to B1 level, but also to train them specifically in Trinity exam format. And there's a specific format or plan of work that we use for guided practice, and this will include, preparation for topic phase, preparation for conversation phase, but also running mock exams and providing individual feedback to learners. And if there's something like this available in Warwickshire, that's great. If not, probably you can approach your providers, English language providers, and ask them to look specifically into preparing learners for this test, supporting them in any way possible. And we will be also providing in Solihull support with booking and admin of the test. We also do live in the UK preparation test, so we kind of offer the full package here. Okay, Natalia, next slide, please. Okay, so this is just tells you a little bit about us at Brahma Trust. We do have our teachers are SELT qualified. Yeah, so they SELT is an international qualification showing that the level of our teachers. They're all experienced in doing so. We have been selected a number of times as a preferred supplier of English language training, both by our local council and by our regional strategic migration partnership. Yes, so running courses for Hong Kong BNOs for the past 3 years. With these particular courses, they will be focused on passing B1 test. So this is where we will be guiding our learners towards, so ensuring they meet Home Office requirements to pass the test, and we guarantee the learners will pass, or we will provide additional support at no extra cost to our learners. We also provide maximum value. I know that some providers can offer only 2 hours a week. We're able to offer 7.5 hours per week of learning. So we can deliver up to 90 hours, and some learners will need 90 hours or more to get to the right level to pass this test. Dalia? Yep, it's a range of courses that we offer in Solihull. B1 test preparation. We will be possibly looking at B2 test preparation course if this will be required, but it's very likely that it will be required for some categories, maybe not for Hong Kong BNOs, but for other migrant communities. We offer live in the UK preparation course, as well as general English at B1 and B2 levels. At the moment, our courses are hybrid, so we use a hybrid model that works quite well for Hong Kongers. And by hybrid, I mean that some of our classes are delivered face-to-face, so they attend their lesson in class, guided by our teacher. And some of the lessons, they happen online, so we usually deliver classes on Zoom. So it's hybrid, but we're also looking into fully online version. So people from other areas like Warwickshire could potentially join if it's a fully online, so that they would not necessarily need to travel to Solihull if they want to study with us. Natalia? Okay, so we were also asked to provide some tips for improving your English language and specifically speaking and listening. And it's very, very important that you use your English, that you speak at least 10-15 minutes every day. Even 10-15 minutes makes a huge difference in your confidence, listen to English podcasts, YouTube, BBC Learning English course. Use audiobooks to improve your listening and vocabulary. Record yourself if you want to practice pronunciation or, specific phrases that you learned. Record yourself and check your fluency. Learn key phrases, speak naturally with real life expressions, or join a specialist course to get expert guidance, practice, and feedback. Okay, Natalia? How to book a Trinity test. You need to go on their website, select GCSE Grade 5 B1 SELT, speaking and listening, because this is the test that is required for indefinite leave to remain, settlement, and British citizenship. Create your account. Sorry. Choose a test center, and the closest test center to us is in Birmingham. Apologies. Select a test date. The test costs £150, and you will receive a confirmation email with details. Oh, sorry, can I just take a short break?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Shall we, I can record the video, so we have not next slide, but after the next slide, it's a video, so we can record the video and you will have a break. What do you think?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay. And we'll just come back to the previous slide. And let me know if you can see my YouTube right now.
Yeah. It's now loading.
Yeah, it should be, and it's advertising. Give me a sec. Can you hear the sound?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So it's much better right now than previous time. Okay. Yeah, it's a 3-minute video, and it's explained what will happen on the day of your GCSE English.
No sound.
Can you hear?
No.
No sound.
No.
Okay. We'll try so I probably need, share my YouTube properly, not through the presentation, like I did last time.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Okay. Can you hear it now?
Yeah. Thank you.
Right.
Trinity College London offers secure English language tests. Approved for UK visa applications to UKVI for visas, UK visa renewal, British citizenship, and leave to remain. The English test you take will depend on the visa you are applying for. You must arrive at the SELT test centre at the time stated in your confirmation email. Only people taking the test can enter the centre. Any friends or family must wait somewhere else until you have finished. When you enter the building, a receptionist will greet you and tell you where to go next. A Trinity SELT steward will meet you when you enter the testing centre. This person will be your guide through the test experience. Your steward will check your identity. You must show the same identity document you used to book your test, or you will be unable to take your test. The steward will take you to our locker storage. This is where you must leave all personal items. This includes coats, money, watches, headphones, switched off mobile phones, hats, and any food and drink. You will keep the key to your locker until after your test. Don't put your ID and topic form in the locker. You will need these for the test. There are some security checks required before you take your test. You will show both sides of your hands and arms, as well as in and around your ears. This is to check for notes, Bluetooth, or electronic devices. We will also ask you to show us that there is nothing left in your pockets. If you wear any clothes for cultural or medical purposes, you will have a private space to adjust these to ensure we can follow security checks. Headwear should not be worn in the exam room, unless for religious reasons. The steward will then perform a body scan using a security wand. This is to check for any hidden items. Your steward will then take you to be registered. A registrar will scan your ID, take a photo of you, and ask for you to sign your name. This is checked against the signature on your identity document. If you're wearing glasses, you'll need to take them off for a security check. When these security checks are complete, your steward will take you to the exam room. SELT tests are taken via one-to-one video conferencing. When you enter the room, the examiner will already be on the screen, ready to meet you. After your test, your steward will meet you outside the exam room and take you back to your locker. They will explain when you will receive your results and certificate. You will then be taken to the exit and can leave.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Yes, as you can see, they have plenty of security stages before you go to the exam room. Okay, I'm going to share our presentation. Okay, it's a previous slide.
Oh, it's not now.
Can you see it?
No. So,
No. Okay, what you can see?
I think it's just loading.
It's loading.
It's loading, yeah, so it could be.
Yeah. I can see it now.
So what you'll need, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what you'll need for your test: a valid photo ID, and you just saw the short video of that have very strict security checks. You would need to bring your UKVI reference number, if available, email address, bank card to secure pay. So this is actually to book the test. Next slide, Natalia.
Yeah, okay, we just jump up.
Jumped up, yeah. Once you've passed your test, you will receive your results pretty quickly. Usually they are the same day or the morning of the next day. Results for your provisional pass or fail. So you would know pretty quickly if you passed or failed your exam. And we will wish you that you passed your exam. In terms of your official result, your official certificate, it will be emailed to you within the 7 days of the exam. So this is what the certificate looks like. Yeah, at Trinity College, grade 5. And this learner passed it with distinction. And now you can apply for indefinite leave to remain of British citizenship. And this is it. This is our team. at Brahma, and you're most welcome to contact us to get in touch. If you have any questions or about SELT or our preparation courses, you're most welcome to contact us. Okay, I think this is the end. Thank you everyone for listening. And if you have any questions, please do ask.
Any questions?
Hi, I have a question. I'm Eric.
Right.
I want to know any exemption for this English test, B1 or B2. Is it if I got university level, that means I can exempt this test?
Yes, the exact information about this is available on UKVI website. So you can, for official information, go to the Home Office and check the requirements. As far as we know and understand, certain exemptions exist for B1 test. And you're absolutely right. If someone studied their degree and used English as a main tuition language of their degree, then they can receive an exemption. Yeah, so this is an exemption. People younger than 18 and older than 60 do not require this test. So this is another exemption. There are also exemption available on the health. So for example, if someone is not able to take a test due to health, serious health conditions, they can also apply for exemption. But most of the applicants would need this test. If you have university degree and it was taught in English, you need to provide an evidence of this, and then you will be exempted.
Okay, I got it in Hong Kong, but the university is from UK. That is the long distance studying. Yeah.
Yes. So you sorry, you had your degree. You have your degree from Hong Kong.
I got it from Hong Kong, but the university is from UK.
Oh,
they send a professor come to Hong Kong and using English to teach us. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think you will. I think you will qualify for an exemption based on what you just told us. But it's better to check directly with the Home Office, because we're not authorized to provide this advice. We know that exemptions exist for people like yourself, but it's better to get an official answer. From the Home Office representative to be on the safe side. Yeah.
Thanks for your advice. Yeah.
Thank you, Eric, for your question. Do you have any more?
See, other people, they have other questions.
Any questions?
Any questions? Anyone?
其他人有冇其他嘅問題啊？ I don't think so. If you have any question, you can send the email to me and I can send it to Natalia and Oka.
Yes, yeah, this will be fine.
Yeah. And also, I think we can share our presentation with all our participants, and they can find, our contact details. There are my email address, so you can send any questions by mail, or you can contact Fiona, and she, just forward to us everything.
Yeah. Can I actually ask you a question? Are you looking to take your B1 exam next year in 2026? Is anyone looking to take their test in 2026? Or is it too early for you? Because I know that a lot of people, they wait until they lived in the country for 5 years and improve their level of English before taking a B1 SELT. But those who arrived early, or earlier and approaching their 5-year residency in the UK are probably looking to start taking the test from 2026. Yeah, from earlier. Are you looking, any of you? Are you looking to take a test next year? Or maybe this year?
Maybe next year.
Maybe next, yeah.
The main problem is I'm still wonder if we have to take the B2 test or not.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting for the result to see if we should take B2 or just B1 is okay.
Yes. Yeah. This seems to be the main concern at the moment because we do not have certainty. Yeah, we do not have certainty what requirement will be. But as far as we know of today, the current rules apply. Yeah. So if you pass B1 test and Life in the UK test, these are the current requirements for application. One important thing to note, and I'm sure you know about this, is that B1 test is only valid for 2 years. Yeah. Life in the UK, when you take this test, it's indefinite, but B1 test is only valid for 2 years when you apply to the Home Office for visa. Yeah, so yeah, this is something to keep in mind. So you don't want to take it too soon before your application, before it expires. Yeah. But you need to be taking it, pretty close to the time where you're planning to apply.
I'm one question. As you talk about B1 is valid for 2 years. So
yes.
Within these 2 years, I can apply for the settlement. But how about after that, I have to apply for the citizen? Is it still should be within in these 2 years or not?
That's a very good question, Bill. And I don't know the answer, but I need to clarify this point because I was wondering myself, will the test be relevant? Because at the moment it's 5+1. Yeah. So you apply for indefinite leave to remain first, and then in another year, in 12 months, you can apply for citizenship. Is this test should be still within this 2-year period? I understand your question. I understand what you want to know. Unfortunately, I don't know the answer, but I will find out. And I will find out. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully, the answer is yes. But I need to find out. Yeah. Thank you for your question. I noted it down.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, do you have any more questions, everyone? So we will be sharing, or Fiona will be sharing, and Natalia will share our presentation, and Fiona has a recording of our presentation that will be shared with you. And as we said, if you have any further questions, just get in touch with us. So our contact details are on the last slide. Do not hesitate to contact us. Yeah, we work with many Hong Kongers in our area. We would be very pleased to engage with our neighbors as well. So you're very close to us. You're very geographically. So okay.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for attending.
Thank you so much for the presentation today. Thank you, Oka and Natalia. See you next time. Yeah, see you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Take care.